my dancing and my show make you happy, I just look into your eyes. And then I wrap you in my arms, very strong, really tight. It's a thing that feels so right. And I say, morning delight. I feel that sweet harmony. Dance to the morning light. Morning delight. Morning. I feel that sweet delight. Dance to the morning light. Your heart opened up to me. And when I found inside to see all the details that in life can set you free. Feel the grass beneath my feet, put more sugar in my tea, build a fire together. And I say, delight. I feel that sweet harmony. Dance to the morning light. Living our life together, oh yeah. Looking back one day, I remember that I can feel for real, live without a shell. All these thanks to you. Oh, oh. And I say, delight. I feel that sweet harmony. Yeah. Dance to the morning light. Morning delight. I feel that sweet. I feel the sweet harmony. Dance to the morning light. Yeah.
Get lost in all that picture and sound. I've been losing my mind, but now I'm no longer falling for you. Girl, I've been standing on a fault line. All at once, you act like you don't need me. And girl, I'm holding on. I don't know what to believe in. Lately you've been leading me on. I'm on a fault line, waiting for you all night, thinking it's the right time to let you go. I've You keep me down, don't pick me up. 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 Keep me down, don't pick me up. You keep me down, don't pick me up. You keep me down, don't pick me up. You fly up, breathing, higher dreaming. You got me so tired of feeling like all the love I've given you ain't got any meaning. I can't believe it. Give me a reason. Tell me it's not true or I'm leaving. Don't wanna know. You're just a satellite spell. Just a satellite spell. Just a satellite spell. But if it's all a show, then baby, why can't I tell? Oh no. And girl, I've been told we've been involved for too long. I've been loving you too strong. Why is it taking me so long to see you don't belong to me? Not like you used to. We're not like we used to be. Standing on a phone line, waiting all night, thinking it's the right time to let you go. Oh girl, and I've been hearing voices going back and forth, not knowing if I'm lost or on the way home. You keep me down, don't pick me up. 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 Keep me down, don't pick me up. You keep me down, don't pick me up. You keep me down, don't pick me up. I'm fire breathing, higher dreaming. You got me so tired of feeling like all the love I've given you ain't got any meaning. I can't believe it. Give me a reason. Tell me it's not true or I'm leaving you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MomenTUm event 2018. Today, we are celebrating the graduates of 2018. We will announce the winners of the academic awards and the educational awards. We will present the honorary doctor of 2018, and we have a keynote speaker, Peter Venink, CEO of ASML. May I now ask you to rise so we can welcome the cortege. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is now time to welcome the graduates of 2018 to our Walk of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the graduates of 2018.
Aad Zandbergen,
Rien de Bond, Arne van den Broek, Noël Koenraad, Boris Doorman, Arend van Eert, David Hoordijk, Anouk de Jonge, Erik Kaal, Justas Kersnauskas, Martin Koren, Julie Marchand, Camille Moerissen, Joost Oranje, Lotte Pleging, Joost Poldervaart, Judith Tesselle, Siddard, Rick van Stekelenburg, Thomas Stroes, Emanuel Vallarella, Willem van Waas, Roland Wallis, Jinglai J, Jobert Zoetbrood.
Now the graduates from Applied Mathematics.
Benjamin Portelink, David Elshoven, Maurits Gernaat, Gordon Haring, Casper Hogeboom, Ans Kashif, Jan Daniel van der Klooster, Konrad Commissarci, Olaf Corzilius, Jan Willem de Lange, Martin van Leeuwen, Freddy van Loostrecht, Quint Nees, Menno Nijssen, Diego Porondo Oyanguren, Harm Roelofs, Matthäus Stratermans, Zevolot Vasilev, Vincent Woutersen, Gerlof Zuidema.
These are the graduates from Architecture, Urbanism and Building Sciences.
Nicky van den Berg, Abby Berkers, Matthijs van den Bergmortel, Rutger Biesemans, Rex Bolsius, Jan Brekelmans, Sjors Kooijmans, Okkie van Dalen, Tim Engels, Anna Fokma, Joran van Gelder, Jan Heemstra, Job Heijmans, Dionne Heuvelman, Angelique Husson, Thijs Jenneskens, Sabine Jongerius, Amy Jonkman, Tom Kerkers, Babette Lips, Steven Miltenburg, Margreet Nelemans, Anouk Onstenk, Matthijs van Rij, Daan Roordink, Thomas Rutten, Daan Rutten, Mike van Zandvoort, Lars Smolders, Niki van Uhm, Willem Verhaag, Lars Verstralen, Luc de Vlucht, Patricia Vossen, Colin Wagemakers, Jelle Wemmenhoven, Nick van het Westeinde, Sjanne Zeilemaker.
Welcome the graduates from Chemical Engineering and Chemistry.
Rowan Appelman, Martijn de Bailey, Roos Beljon, Anne Bloem, Jasper Bouwman, Aline Bouwman, Freek Brils, Dirk Buiter, Jules Derks, Nicolai de Hoge, Danny van den Eertweg, Rosa Geveling, Lioba Heidendaal, Jason Heinrichs, Indy Hoeks, David van Impelen, Niels Jansen, Koen Jongejan, Roos Kruschel, Steven Kuipers, Anouk de Leeuw den Bouter, Tim Luiten, Jorg Mallens, Inge Martens, Valen Masselink, Robin van der Meijden, Julio Melio, Luc Mone, Richard Maus, Twan Muntjewerf, Teun Nevels, Michiel Nijboer, Job Nijhuis, Irene van Oekel, Pauline Offeringa, Esther Oudmaier, Daniel Pater, Mike Pols, Dylan Rantong, Zansat Sahin, Patrick Schara, Max Schelling, Hens Schouwenaars, Joppe Schulten, Henk Sentjens, Job Sierkstra, Sanne Smeets, Niels van Son, Cas Suurmond, Suzanne Verbergt, Max Verra, Thomas Vink, Casper Vonk, Janniek Vreekamp, Anna de Vries, Woutje Terweel, Hendrik van der Weert, Jeroen Weits, Mark Willemsen, Marijn Wolverink, Marlie Wouters, Stefan Zondag.
Here are the graduates from Architecture, Urbanism and Building Sciences.
Savis Ahmadi, Dante Albertus, Lou de Almeida Schulenburg, Freek Beekhuis, Erik van den Berg, Mirko de Boer, Bart van der Born, Irma Bouw, Alma Bouwens, Bouke Brekelmans, Lars Breukelaar, Jamila Broersma, Loes Bruinslot, Ruben Kalon, Lisa Kremer, Robert Kuipers, Michiel Deriks, Barbara van Druten, Laura Eshuis, Mirte Eumelen, Suzanne Evers, Rens Vieling, Janne Geerts, Steef Gorissen, Camille Hamers, Johan Heijns, Jules Hermans, Femke Hermans, Naomi van Hierden, Joran van de Hoef, Puk ten Hope, Merel van Horen, Martijn Hottenhuis, Rick Jacobs, Wouter Johans, Maarten Kamp, Ilke Klaassen, Jeppe Koelewijn, Johanna Keunig, Mieke Kools, Lisa Kroon, Eline van Leeuwen, Jeroen Looyen, Pieter van Loon, Lisanne Lonen, Alissa Los, Guus Maler, Bas Martens, Danny Meijer, Murat Merkan, Abderrafi Oetjene, Christina Papadaki, Eve van der Pas, Michiel Peters, Dien Peiniger, Renate van der Pijl, Bouke Poelsma, Jeroen Pospier, Minalies Rezikalla, Anouk Zeeweuster, Kim Sinnige, Guus Speelberg, Lenneke Sprong, Lisa Stout, Simone Tax, Sven Thijssen, Marijke Veenstra, Olaf Vens, Tom Verbong, Sam Verhagen, Sietse de Vries, Ewout Vrucht, Jorn van Wegen, Dominique van der Weijden, Taco Westerrouwen van Meteren, Joren van Weijen, Jorik van Zijl.
Please welcome the graduates from the program Psychology and Technology.
Eline Cloud, Anne Koppelmans, Arne van Dongen, Vincent Fokker, Rick Groenen, Bart Haak, Alex Habraken, Jolijn Heesen, Marleen Hillen, Lars van der Horst, Fiona Hotakainen, Flox Kanbier, Alex de Kruijf, Jeroen Krukkert, Flore Luik, Glenn McLechlen, Tim Muirers, Pepijn Obels, Cas Reugenbrink, Anke van Rietschoten, Carlijn van Rijen, Joris van Rijn, Maya Rintala, Bart van Rooyen, Veerle Schepers, Anne Smets, Eline Stevens, Birgit van der Stichel, Jacinta Tramper, Arjen van Vastenhoven, Mieke van de Veerdonk, Joris Verzu, Matthijs Visser, Thijs Visser, Ronald Warmels, Julia Wetser, Caspar van der Woert.
You may have noticed that our graduates are receiving a gift. It is a pair of beautiful socks offered to the graduates by the students of the university. Please put your hands together for Mavis Aqua and the dancers of Footloose.
Woo! Yeah, come on!
Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed girl, then my only worry was for Christmas what would be my toy. Even though we sometimes wouldn't get a thing, we were happy with the joy the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door to hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. Ooh. Greeted at the back door, girl, I told you not to go outside. Try your best to bring the water to your eyes. I think if I stop for whooping your behind, I wish those days
graduates of 2018. Come on. Woo! Celebrating good times today, that's right. Woo! Everybody, clap those hands. Here we go. I wish those days could come back once more. Oh, yeah. I wish those days could come back once more. Oh, yeah. I want to see all those hands up in the air. Woo! They deserve it. Woo! Come on, yeah. I wish those days could come back once more. Oh, yeah. I wish those days. I wish those days. Oh.
Please welcome our second group of graduates to the Walk of Fame. Here are the graduates from the program Electrical Engineering.
Thomas Bardoel, Vladimir Paul Barvinko, Twan Bentum, Rick Maarten Butler, Johannes Klaasens, Sebastiaan Koenen, Jeremy Dudok, Bart van Erp, Frank van den Eshoff, Jasper de Graaf, Kadir Gummus, Jos Hees, Tijn Hermsen, Pascal van Heumen, Tim Hoeben, Anouk Hubrechtsen, Milan van Kersbergen, Vanj Karbanda, Martijn de Kok, Dirk Lauret, Guido Leenders, Jeroen Luiken, Veselin Manev, Giancarlo Marzano, Edgar Megen, Mohamed Nadjar, Avinash Nayak, Wahab Nazir, Luc Nijhoff, Kyle van Oosterhout, Marald Otten, Andreas Panteli, Jordi Pfeiffer, Jonathan Ridderstap, Jeroen Roberts, Marijn Rombouts, Peter Saleming, Lucas Samulski, Loek Steinebach, Wouter Rens Tommel, Simon Vecht, Sander Verbiesen, Sebastiaan Verhoek, Koen Vught, Xiao Xiao Wen, Jelle Westbeek, Pim Wevers.
These are the graduates from Applied Physics.
Alois Paals, Ingwie Baron, Gijs Beekhuis, Rick Benoist, Rutger Biesemans, Rex Bolsius, Daan Brinkhoff, Brit Broekman, Lasse Kastenmiller, Oscar Koppelmans, Axel Denen, Thijs van Dillen, Don van Elst, Dion Engels, Peet Goedendorp, Bart Goelema, Fleur Hendricks, Arthur Hendricks, Amber Heskes, Evie Hoeimakers, Bart van der Holst, Bas van Hoof, Lex Jansen, Ami Jonkman, Tom Kerkers, Thijs Keur, Jorn Kloosterman, Filemon Kolen, Chaco Koskamp, Mathieu de Kruijf, Thijs van Laar, Koen de Mare, Jan van Maastricht, Moos Muller, Joep Nieuwdorp, Tom Oosterholt, Sietse Oostveen, Wouter Peters, Ilian Pichalama, Mike Pols, Antoine Post, Jasper Postema, Joost Prins, Tim Ramakers, Guus Reefman, Daan Rutte, Dennis van de Zande, Teun van Schijndel, Winston Schilp, Niels Smith, Koen Strien, Stef van Uden, Willem Verhaag, Ruben Vissers, Kevin Vos, Jesse van Welzenes, Mirjam Wijburg, Jente Wups, Koen Wuiten, Jurren van Zwol.
Now welcome the graduates from the Industrial Design Program.
Harry van Aken, Sira van Alebeek, Mitchell Ansems, Alexandra Auer, Arnoud Bakvis, Sophie Baschef, Imke Beekmans, Sanne Beijer, Seiji Bernabela, Domenek Bistobi, Matthijs Bodelier, Jesse Bolk, Claudia van den Boom, Hanna Bosland, Vita Broeken, Eden Bundel, Martijn Dekker, Co Derks, Rens van Deursen, Else Linde van Dolenweert, Daan van Driel, Veerle van Engen, Christoupas Gabrielaitis, Arthur Geel, Stijn van Geffen, Anna Gjerdron, Carlos González Moreno, Bram Gozink, Wart de Groot, Cas van Gunsven, Jelle Hamoen, Veerle Heine, Sjoerd Hendricks, Jorien Hendricks, Marit Her, Matthijs Hoekstra, Sam van der Horst, Jules Huisman, Sterren Hutjes, Demi Jansen, Rens Jansen, Thomas de Jong, Stijn Kamp, Tijmen Kervers, Tijn Kolk, Naomi Kool, Sam Krachtwijk, Charlotte Kuipers, Jessie Lauret, Lisanne van Leijsen, Lois Lens, Ming Lieu, Yiling Liu, Leslie Lok, Kevin Lu, Marieke Mertens, Jaër Mertens, Julie Moens, Ben Muntinga, Vera Pijnenburg, Dirk van der Ploeg, Marit Proper, Martijn Roefs, Jurren Schulpen, Krishna Sek, Nine Celier, Floris Sikking, Timo Smeding, Jolie Smets, Pim Smit, Almar van der Stappen, Pelle Steen, Bas van Straten, Lucie Stuifzand, Thijs Verbeek, Lieke Vermeulen, Cas Verploegen, Giel van der Vlist, Cas Voeten, Ellen de Vries, Milou Weerts, Jonas Wijtner, Allen Wever, Simone van Wieringen, Marieke Wijngaard, Brian Jip.
And a warm welcome to the graduates from Biomedical Engineering and Medical Sciences and Technology.
Sophie Adelaars, Tom Anbergen, Anne Babijn, Doris Bakker, Julia van den Beemt, Carola van den Berselaar, Jonne de Bijl, Luc van Bochhoven, Meike Boef, Pen Boerdonk, Jetske Brummer, Margelie Cornelissen, Hanneke Krielaert, Janneke Kruts, Lizzie Kuipers, Amber Daniels, Jeroen Dekkers, Michelle Dierdorp, Lars van Dijk, Lieselotte van Dommelen, Ellen Donker, Renate van Doormaal, Leander van Ekelen, Merel Eusen, Judith Vonken, Maisa van Genderen, Milan Gielissen, Anouk Goldberg, Casper Goverde, Freek de Graaf, Mandy de Graaf, Guus Grimbergen, Manouk Groels, Dave van Gruithuizen, Jip Haan, Lotte Hagedoorn, Vera van Hal, Eva Hankman, Arjan Hazeg-Nicro, Luc Hendricks, Marloes van den Hengel, Roel van Herten, Piotr Hilhorst, Eliane van Hoef, Ayla Hokke, Sanne van Hoogstraten, Twan Hopstaken, Iskander Huissen, Ilse van Hulst, Gino Jansen, Stef Jansen, Katrinus Keinemans, Jelle van Kerkvoorde, Lisa Klok, Maite van der Knaap, Lisa Kolen, Maaike Kramer, Esmee Kremer, Marijn Kruid, Evianne Kruidhof, Esmee van der Laar, Amy Lucassen, Troy Maasland, Anouk Marinus, Sydney Martinez Siriano, Sascha Massop, Sarah van Meel, Claire Michielsen, Yvonne van Mil, Brian Natalia, Anouk van der Net, Maaike van Oorschot, Margot Passier, Steffi van Poppel, Freek Relau, Max van Riel, Maritza Rovers, Niels Rutjens, Eline Rutten, Joep Sanders, Inge van der Schacht, Damian van Schaik, Imke van der Schoor, Janne Spierings, Sanderijn Stoor, Rick Stolk, Mark Zweep, Jack Tattersal, Dieter Timmers, Floor Ummels, Harm van der Veer, Danielle van Veldhuizen, Roderick Verberne, Franka Verhaag, Dennis Verkooyen, Irma Vermeilen, Lara Vettorazzi, Esther Visser, Paulien Voorter, Vera de Vos, Chris Vu, Daphne Wijnen, Marloes de Winter, Stanley Wirjadi, Fabian Zweipfenning.
Can we have another round of applause for Mavis Aqua and the dancers of Footloose?
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. Like a hat or balloon that might go to space. like the air. I don't care, baby, by the way. Woo! Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you, my baby. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Because bad news, I can be some bad job. Give me all you got and don't hold back, no. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, but don't waste your time. You know why? Here's why. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you, my baby. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Bring me down, cannot bring me down. Say my level's too high. Bring me down, cannot bring me down. Say my level's too high. Bring me down, cannot bring me down. Say my level's too high. Bring me down, cannot bring me down. Ha! Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you, my baby. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you, my baby. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Are there any happy people out here? Are there any happy people out here? Woo! Make some noise! Come on, happy people. I want to see some hands up. Cheer and cheer.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Because I'm happy.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Come on.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like
That's what you wanna do.
clap along if you feel
If
like
you
a
feel
room
like a room
without
without
a
a
roof.
roof.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you, my baby. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
Thank you, happy people.
Please welcome our third group of graduates to the Walk of Fame. These are the graduates from the program Industrial Engineering.
Kevin Amerika, Joep Atol, Koen van Bentum, Mick Berghout, Robert Barefoot, Nicole van Beveren, Bas Biesbroek, Marijn Boer, Max Boeren, Delano de Bond, Eline Boon, Daniel Bouwhuis, Lars Ter Braak, Annelieke Brouwer, Martijn Buivoets, Wilco van der Burgt, Thijs Kanjels, Giacomo Kossou, Stef Kremers, Daan Kremers, Maud Kroijmans, Tom Dijkers, Bente Derks, Luc van der Doelen, Marlies van Driel, Bob Droog, Harm van Duinhoven, Guus IJsvogels, Nina van den Elsen, Lennart Eringveld, Marije Faber, Rafke Fleischheuer, Peter Gabriels, Valerie Gelen, Patrick Geertsma, Thijs Geurten, Kim Geurts, Marieke Gommers, Rafael Groeneveld, Joost de Groot, Rick Hankel, Alex ten Harkel, Noran Hassan, Kai van der Heijden, Jaap van den Heikant, Koen Hendriksen, Sander van den Heuvel, Cas van den Heuvel, Wendy van Hunnik, Eva Hurenkamp, Juri de Jager, Lieke Jansen, Luc Jurissen, Noor Jungerius, Paul Kaamdorp, Stijn Kamermans, Nicky Kerkhoff, Mark Kerkhoffs, Wart de Klein, Steven Klos, Roel de Kluiver, Dennis Kok, Dennis de Koning, Michelle Kops, Jasper Lanters, Robert Linsen, Koen van Loon, Max Luiten, Nick Verschuren, Jan Manders, Lucas Martens, Willem Martens, Johanne Meeuwis, Julien Meijboom, Jos Melman, Bart Monten, Jesse Mulder, Anne Munnig, Yannick Munsters, Stijn Murre, Suzanne Naming, Aniek Nusselder, Amber van Oort, Pijl Oosterwaal, Bob Lortijen, Eve Paardenkoper, Mark van der Pas, Jork Peters, Sven Vennings, Sjoerd Pieksma, Marliek Raadsheer, Davy van Raak, Maarten de Ree, Kevin Reinders, Sten van Riet, Tom Roestenberg, Nicky de Rooij, Raomi van Roosendaal, Annemarie de Ruiter, Luc Schoenmakers, Bart Schoenmakers, Alexander Schonderwoerd, Niek Segers, Aniek van Sichelen, Sam Smetsers, Onno Smits, Joep Sommers, Daniel Sommers, Roeland Zonnemans, Rick Steegs, Jasper van Straten, Edda van Tevelen, Joost van Tiel, Leon Thomassen, Lars Tonen, Fabrice Toussaint, Tom Uitenhaag, Tess Verkamme, Mike Verdaasdonk, Bart Verhoeven, Jessica Verhoysen, Jeroen Vermeulen, Simon Vijverberg, Romek Vinke, Pieter Bas Vlaanderen, Twan Franke, Bram Vught, Wessel van Waveren, Cindy van der Wijst, Ilaise van den Wildenberg, Jelmer Wilhelm, Myron Zevenhoven, Veronique Zijlstra.
And last but not least, our graduates from the Mechanical Engineering Program.
Esther van der A, Rick Algera, Niek Ambaum, Jens Arns, Victor de Bar, Lauran van Beek, Ronald van Bemmel, Jules Berden, Tom Berkers, Nick van den Beuken, Loes van den Beuken, Ruben Beumer, Jasper Biemond, Gosse Bijlenga, Christian Bingel, Stan van Bohemen, Anton Bonen, Roel Borgers, Rick van den Bos, Marcel Bosselaar, Jemo Bouten, Twan Bouts, Dominique van Boven, Dennis van den Broek, Joris Broekmans, Stan Broeren, Roger Bruls, Ahmed Kosken, Robert Dassen, Jurjen Dekker, Ken Dekkers, Job Deknatel, Gijs Derks, Nick Diepstraten, Wouter van den Dobbelsteen, Pim van Dommelen, Jork van der Donk, Jeroen van Duinhoven, Thijs van den Dungen, Luc van Eyck, Reinier van Emmerik, Jeroen Ermers, Bart van Erp, Lex van S, Jeroen Vulker, Josja Gijsberts, Sander de Graaf, Bram Grolleman, Roel de Groof, Nick Habraken, Thijs Hanen, Haris Halilovic, Max van Haren, Stan den Hartog, Ineke Heijnen, Frauke Hekker, Sam Hendricks, Thijs Hoedemakers, Jasper Hoek, Jannes van Horen, Jesper van Hout, Juriaan van den Hurk, Erwin Eipelaar, Jelle Jacobs, Arne Jacobs, Tim Jansen, Stijn Jansen, Arjen Jansen, Thomas de Jong, Daan de Kanter, Siebrand Kea, Jesse van Kempen, Bern Klein-Holkenborg, Felix de Klerk, Rens Knoben, Johan Kon, Bob Kool, Raymond Koopmanschap, Michiel van Laarhoven, Joshi de Laat, Luc Langen, Thomas Laros, Nienke Lastdrager, Elise Levert, Kevin Lohman, Robert Lauwers, Mark Mandemakers, Jochem Manders, Menno van Marle, Chloé Meen, Karel Moeskops, Tom Niemark, Lars Nijland, Ramon de Nooijer, Jesse van Oort, Thijs Ouders, Mike van de Pas, Giel Peters, Jeroen Pelders, Willem Pennings, Max Peters, Lars Peters, Stefan Poppelaars, Jan de Priester, Rick Raasens, Henk de Reuver, Joost Rijnen, Edward van Rijsbergen, Bjorn van Rikstel, Michiel van der Roest, Bart van Roosmalen, Luc Raumen, Bart Ruys, Pascal Ruwen, Teun van de Sande, Lex Schepers, Pim Scheers, Roy Schoenmakers, Julian Schokking, Jos Scholte, Jaap Schouten, Ruud Schrijver, Jeroen Seelen, Thijs Siesverda, Lennart Sikkenk, Lisa van Slagmaat, Ivar Smets, Ruben Sommer, Dennis Staal, Rob Stiemsma, Dennis Struver, Raoul Suri, Rogier Tax, Dennis Theeuwen, Jolien van der Tiel, Martijn Tibbel, Jordi Thijsse Klaassen, Ramon Thijsse Klaassen, Luc Toten, Bart Tulkens, Frank Ummels, Jeroen van der Valk, Murijn Veerbeek, Job van der Velde, Jeroen van der Ven, Remco Verblakt, Elise Verhees, Frits Verheggen, Thijs Verijt, Jasper Vermeijden, Niels Vervaat, Timo Vijn, Marcus van Vlijmen, Luc van Voorst, Peter van der Voort, Koen de Vos, Andreas Waldus, Yi Wang, Wouter Wekers, Joris Weemaas, Nick van de Wetering, Bart Wetsels, Thomas van de Wiel, Jair Wijbenga, Dirk van Wijk, Robin Willems, Rob Winkeler, Lieselotte van Wissen, Max Wolf, Stef Wolthuizen, Bart Zelen, Emiel Zwiep, Mike van Zwieten.
Please, may we have a warm welcome for President of the Board, Jan Mengelers.
Ladies and gentlemen, students and alumni, parents and partners. One of the wonderful things of working at a university is that we can take so much inspiration from science. Take the definition of momentum, for an example. Momentum results from a force that keeps an object moving, or, figuratively speaking, keeps an event developing after it started. Today, we celebrate momentum, these events in a career of members of our university community. Yes, we celebrate, but not everywhere people celebrate today. In Os, for example. That's the reality of life as well. It's harsh. We have ups and downs, but now we celebrate. We celebrate events like the graduation of our bachelor students, the academic and educational awards, and the honorary doctorate. Events that may have their momentum here at our university. In Newtonian mechanics, momentum is the product of mass and velocity of an object. To change this momentum, it needs force over a period of time. The more force, the more momentum. Or, figuratively speaking, the more of an impulse we give to a person's career, the more impact we have on his or her development. Our University Momentum event is a day to celebrate this impact, results of these impulses, to celebrate the development in people's life. Just like in physics, a human life seems to have similar moments of impulse. Take the life of a student. Between the age of 20 to about 30, you make the most important choices of your life. You choose a direction of your study. You get your first job. Possibly meet your life's partner. And maybe even have children. That's quite something in a time span of 10 years. Life on a campus is like a movement of the large pendulum wave. It's an installation of 15 independent pendulums, and all of them are lifted up and then released, and from that moment on, They are free to go fast or slow, high or low, dream or dare. I like to think that our university, our campus, is just like this pendulum. Our students, our teachers, our researchers and professors, and they all, other partners of staff and partners, are the very diverse pendulums that move independently but together. Together because everything they do, you do, create and become, starts here, finds its momentum here on campus. I think that the two most momentous moments in a student's life is introduction and graduation. During your introduction, you choose your curriculum, you make new friends, and you find out that you are not the only smart person in your year. At your graduation day, you celebrate your hard work, the interesting things you have done here as a student, on campus and off campus, and it's the beginning of the rest of your life, your master's study. And that is what university is all about, giving people and ideas a momentum, movement, a kickstart in life. How does this university create momentum? We do that by providing an environment where students are trained as academic engineers who know not only everything about science and technology, but who also are able to use their knowledge to influence or even change society. We do that by being a pivot in a network of regional, national, international, academic, industrial or governmental partners who share with us the passion of developing technology for a better world and pushing the boundaries of science and technology. Yes, I'm very, very pleased that the mayor, John Jorritsma, that our provincial executive, Bert Pauli, that the chairman of our supervisory board, Baptiste Koopmans, that the president of our partner university, Utrecht, Anton Pijpers, and that our special envoy of EU, my future successor, Robert-Jan Smits, and the ASML CEO, Peter Wenning, who will speak later, are here today. They represent the close links to our stakeholders, to the world outside of our campus. To prepare our students to go in that world, we create a safe, secure, and caring environment during their studies. A place where people matter in all possible diversity, where doors are always open, where we practice what we believe, mindful people doing meaningful work. A place where we dare to dream, where we make our dreams come true, where we dare to make mistakes with the ambition to push frontiers of science beyond the imaginable. A place where you probably will meet an individual member of a department who inspires you, who motivates you, who even may change your life. A place where we not are afraid to send students on an electric motorbike on a tour around the world in 80 days, or send them on a World Solar Challenge in Australia. But, to be honest, I always worry about them when they are out there. And I'm always very happy when they are safely back after their bold adventures, safely back here on campus. We work hard at Eindhoven University to make Eindhoven University a place where parents can send their children without concern about their well-being, yesterday, today, and the ever-changing world of tomorrow. It's a given. Today is different than yesterday, and tomorrow will be different from today. Not something to fear, but something to look forward. Every future scenario shows that technology will cause disruptive changes in society, in science, and in education. And I'm convinced that our university will continuously adapt, and that our campus will move with these modern and perhaps even disruptive times. We are to give our students, your children, momentum by giving them that necessary push to set them in motion, to let them explore new ideas, to seek out new solutions, and to boldly go beyond the imaginable to a bright and fulfilling future. Enjoy this event and enjoy MomenTUm. Thank you.
It felt really good to study here in Eindhoven. The courses were really interesting and the subjects were also really challenging, and I really liked that. And all in all, it was a really good experience for me.
I studied applied physics, both my bachelor's and my master's here, which gave me a lot of opportunities to get acquainted with physics and to prepare me for my career. Also, through lots of extracurricular activities, I had the opportunity to grow as a person as well.
You have to maintain a social life and you have to study hard because you want to get your degree. And in the beginning it's quite challenging to combine these two. But after a while and of course some good support, yeah, it's quite easy to get used to your new lifestyle.
My experience at the university was really good the past 3 years. I had a lot of fun and of course I learned a lot here.
The support here at the university I think is really good because there are a lot of different kinds of education, like college and studio classroom. If you want support, it is there, but if you don't want it, it isn't pushed on you, so that's really good for me.
I didn't need a lot of support for my studies. Although it is nice to know that at our university there's always someone to talk to when you do need the support.
Like your study advisor, and if you need them, yeah, you can knock on the door and you can be there. But luckily I have some good friends and I never need support, but they supported me during the year.
Especially when I started here, I had some difficulties with just starting up and getting to know the university. And I was really happy that there was sufficient support to help me with that.
Well, from my first year on, I found a room here in Eindhoven and I really enjoyed it here. It's a really welcome city and the nightlife is really good, and I've also made a lot of good friends here in Eindhoven. So all in all, very good.
I grew up here in Eindhoven, so all I wanted when I was in high school was to get out of here, to go to Utrecht or Amsterdam, anywhere but here. But I ended up here and I'm really glad that I did because I love being close to my family. I have amazing friends here. And everything that I need is here.
What I like the most about Eindhoven is the atmosphere. I think the people are great, everyone is minding their own business, but they will help you if you need them. And yeah, we have a lot of students and students make a great atmosphere. I really like that.
I live here for 2.5 years now and it's been a great experience. The city is really nice and very close to the university, and I really built a whole new life here in Eindhoven when I studied here.
Well, I'm not finished yet with studying, so I think I will continue with my master's in applied physics. And after that, I will indeed start working, I guess.
I really liked helping people and I also like presenting, which I did as a job. So combining those two components leads to teaching. So this year I'm starting at Eindhoven School of Education, which is also provided by our university, so that at the end of the year I am a teacher in physics.
Yeah, so now I have my bachelor degrees. It's time for a master, and I'm gonna do this master here in Eindhoven. And I'm gonna study plasma track in applied physics, and I wanna save the environment with it. So let's hope it comes true.
Well, I finished my bachelor's degree biomedical engineering, and now I've started my master medical engineering, and that will take place in the next 2 years. And maybe after that I will do a PhD or start working.
Please welcome the amazing dancers of Footloose.
One agreement and the ball lost forever. If we're hurt, we try. We can't forget the pain. To the sky at light, we lose and we start. It is now time to announce the nominees and winners of the Academic Awards and the Marina van Dam Grant. The nominees for Best Master Thesis are Sylvie Klaas with her thesis on Hugsy. She likes being in the Netherlands because of the happy people, good cheese and bitterballen. Melvin Drent, whose favorite hotspot in Eindhoven is the Philips Stadium because it's home to PSV. Milou Feit, with her thesis on perceived drivers and barriers to the adoption of online counseling by psychologists. Alessandro Gualdi, who likes the feeling of inclusiveness in the Netherlands and the fact that you can cycle anywhere. Wilco van Harselaar,
whose favorite spot on campus is the famous AES lab. Sjoerd van der Heijden, whose favorite social media channel is The Great War. Conrad Hessels, whose favorite thing about the Netherlands is engineering as a result of the battle with the sea. Oliver Linder, whose favorite social media channel is Discover the Beauty of Numbers with Numberphile. Robert van Putten, whose favorite thing about the Netherlands is how well connected it is and how easy it is to travel around. Sandra Schoenmakers, she as well is very fond of the Dutch infrastructure. Jos Wetzels, whose favorite hotspot in Eindhoven is the market in the city center. And Kelly van der Wielen, whose favorite spot on campus is the very place she graduated, de Zwarte Doos. The nominees for Best Professional Doctorate Engineering Thesis are Lin Nyok Bui, whose favorite thing about the Netherlands is cycling along the canals. Ramiz Ismail, whose favorite hotspot in Eindhoven is Piazza Square, and is always very lively. Maaike de Jong, whose favorite place in Eindhoven is Café de Vooruitgang, where she had her first date with her boyfriend. Mariska de Kort, whose favorite spot on campus is the Flux Building. Stefan Manojlovic, whose favorite social media channels are Mayim Bailik and The Guardian. Arantxa Riquelme Pinheira, whose favorite spot on campus is the little bridge between campus and the sports center. Rabia Zainab Sieda, whose favorite social media channel is the TEDx and whose favorite Instagram account is The Good Quote. Finn Maria Vossen, whose favorite spot on campus is the Vertigo Building. The nominees for Best PhD Thesis, sponsored by Philips, are Erik Bekkers, whose favorite spot in Eindhoven is Skate Park Area 51. Victor Dolk, whose favorite spot in Eindhoven is het Muziekgebouw in Pompeii. Rick Kramer, whose favorite place on campus is overlooking the TU campus from the atrium in the Vertigo Building. José Medrano Jiménez, whose favorite spot on campus clearly is the fort, because all the students and employees meet on Thursday after work. Freek Meulman, who likes about the Netherlands most that we worry about animal rights on the level of national politics. Marangelo Petruzzella, whose favorite spot on campus is the sports center. Fons van der Zommen, who thinks that the infrastructure of the Netherlands is world class. The nominees for the Marina van Dam grant are Linde van den Brink, whose favorite spot on campus is at Internaat. Milou Feit, with her application about obtaining new insights in the best technologies for healthcare. Marzi Hamdast, whose favorite spot on campus is the sports center and its canteen. Delia Fabiola Jimenez Cortés, who likes most about the Netherlands how society takes care of children and their needs. Charlotte Kjellandor, who likes the yellow daffodils in early spring alongside the streets everywhere in Eindhoven. Mihaela Meslek, who likes the excellent cycling infrastructure of the Netherlands. Akshaya Prakabar, who likes that in the Netherlands she can call a 300-meter elevation a hill. Marloes Verhoeven, whose favorite hotspot in Eindhoven is the Velosoof Bicycle Café. Elfie de Wit, whose favorite spot in Eindhoven is Strijp S. Bojana Zoranovic, who likes Dutch efficiency. It is now time to announce the winners. If your name is called, please proceed to the main stage. And the winner of the Best Master Thesis is Jos Wetzels. And the winner of the Best Professional Doctorate Engineering Thesis is Rabia Zainab Sieda. And the winner of the best PhD thesis sponsored by Philips is Fons van der Zommen. The runner-up for the Marina van Dam grant is Linde van der Brink. And the winner of the Marina van Dam grant is Milou Feit.
So great. Congratulations. It's supposed to be someone with a gift. Here we go. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Were you surprised?
Well, kind of.
Yeah? You happy with it?
Well, I had some other awards, so I thought I made a pretty good chance.
Good.
But,
Great. How about you? Surprised?
Yeah, when I first got to know about it, yes.
Excited about it?
Definitely excited about it. Yeah.
It should be a wonderful gift. And you?
Yeah, I feel very, very honored.
Yeah? Great, great. Well,
same for me, definitely.
Yeah? Wonderful. Yes. Good. We now have the award that goes with it. I need to get rid of this. If you hand over the Marina van Dam Award, the winner, go with the Best Master Thesis Award. There you go. Congratulations, once again. And the Best Professional Doctorate in Engineering Award. Congratulations again. And as was already announced, the Best PhD Award was sponsored by Philips, and I'm quite happy that Hans Hofstraat will join me on stage and to hand the award. Yeah. And then with Marina van Dam, we have 2 awards, one for the runner-up, which is right here. Congratulations again. And the winner. Congratulations again. Yeah. So wonderful. Thank you. You can sit back in the audience if you like. Enjoy the day.
We now come to the degree ceremony of our honorary doctor.
This is an anechoic chamber, what we in Dutch call a dodekamer. It's a special chamber to do acoustic measurements. And we are here because the honorary doctor this year is a specialist in acoustics. An honorary doctor is a special type of doctor that is given to people with exceptional achievements in their field of work. And this is definitely the case for the honorary doctor this year. She is not only an excellent researcher, but also a recognized academic leader. As I said, we are here because she is an expert in acoustics, but she has a second field of research, and that's combustion. One of the things we do at the combustion lab is combine acoustics with combustion. And if you do that, you get combustion noise. I can imagine that combustion noise doesn't sound very exciting in your ears. But in fact, noise pollution is the biggest problem after air pollution. Think about an airplane flying over your home when you are sitting in the garden. So developing silent combustion technology is very important for all of us. And the honorary doctor is a world authority in this field. A honorary doctor is a role model for our university. And this year's honorary doctor is a particularly exceptional example of how you combine fundamental research with applied research in collaboration with industry. And collaborating with industry is one of the strongest points of our university. And that's why we need people like her to look up to. For me, personally, she is a huge role model. She was the first female professor at the Department of Engineering in Cambridge, and now she is the first president of the Royal Academy of Engineering in the UK. And I see you thinking, who on earth is this honorary doctor? Well, the honorary doctor this year is Professor Dame Anne Dowling.
I now invite Professor Dowling, the honorary promoter, Professor Lopez Arteaga, and the Dean of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Professor de Goey, to come forward.
Yes, you're fine. Yes.
Now, through the power invested in us by law, the doctorate board of the Eindhoven University of Technology has decided to confer the degree of Doctor Honoris Causa to Professor Dame Anne Dowling of University of Cambridge, United Kingdom, and to appoint as honorary promoter Professor Ines Lopez Arteaga, Professor of Acoustics and Noise Control. And I request the honorary promoter to perform the duties entrusted to her.
Dear students, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for our university to award an honorary doctorate to Professor Dame Anne Dowling. And for me, personally, it is almost a dream come true to stand here today as her honorary promoter. Her research on low-emission combustion has helped take steps for a sustainable environment for all of us, and she shares this interest with Professor Philippe de Goey, Chair on Combustion Technology and the Honorary Dean today. Given her impressive career, it won't surprise you to hear that she has received practically every award she could possibly receive in the UK. And added to that, she is a foreign member of the United States National Academy of Engineering, member of the French Academy of Science, and member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering. So this award the TUE grants today adds to an already extraordinary list. Dear Anne, clean aviation is not only part of your work, but it's also your passion. You have literally been up in the sky piloting your own aircraft. And with your work, you have led the way and showed us, women and men in engineering, that the sky is the limit. Thank you for that, and congratulations with this well-deserved award.
Thank you. That was lovely, thank you.
I request the audience to rise during the pronunciation by the honorary promoter of the formula conferring the honorary degree.
By virtue of the authority given to us by law, and on behalf of the doctorate board, I hereby award to you, Professor Dame Anne Dowling, the degree of Doctor Honoris Causa, On account of your achievements in the field of low-emission combustion and acoustics, and for your outstanding achievements in research and academic leadership in mechanical engineering, I grant you the prerogatives belonging to the degree of doctor. In witness thereof, I present you the certificate signed by the Rector Magnificus and the honorary promoter and marked with the seal of Eindhoven University of Technology. In addition, you receive the kappa that befits a doctor honoris causa. Where's the photograph?
Do I close it?
Yes.
Thank you. Do I speak now?
First you receive the kappa. I think you need. Say
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Amazing.
I now invite Professor Dowling to step forward for a speech, and I request the audience to be seated. Please.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and graduates of 2018, I'm delighted and very, very honoured to receive this honorary degree from the Technical University of Eindhoven. I really appreciate the kind words said about me. But I feel a bit of a fraud because engineering and engineering research are team activities. And I've had the opportunity to work with some great colleagues and research students. And really, this award recognizes their achievements just as much, or perhaps even more, than it does mine. But really, today's ceremony is all about you, the graduates of 2018. And congratulations to all of you. Each of you can be justifiably proud of what you have achieved. And when I hear the degree subjects that you've taken, you have such a huge range of opportunities and careers ahead of you. The subjects you've been receiving your graduation awards in today are absolutely crucial to overcoming some of the big challenges that society faces. It was suggested that I might use this opportunity to give you some advice for the future. That's always a really dangerous thing to do, but anyway, here goes. My advice is, first of all, find something that really interests you and that you're good at, and then work will be a pleasure, at least most of the time. Surround yourselves with friends and family that encourage and support you. Thirdly, nearly all real achievements involve team effort. Work collaboratively and support colleagues. It's good to have a vague plan of how your career might develop, but don't stick to it. Opportunities will come along that far exceed anything you imagined, and when they do, grab them. And finally, to those of you who are graduating and leaving the university today, you may think that your education is completed when you receive your degrees and move away from the university. But that's not correct. The body of knowledge is constantly developing, and the skills and the techniques that you will need will change and grow with time. Life is a continual learning experience. Enjoy it. Thank you.
I have the honor to congratulate you, Professor Dowling, on behalf of the Doctorate Board, the Executive Board, and the whole community of the Eindhoven University of Technology. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Teachers are the beating heart of any university. They are the caretakers of knowledge, and it is through their endless effort that the students can develop their skills and learn about their chosen field of education. To be a great teacher, you do not only need knowledge. You need excellent communication skills, empathy, humor, charisma, and the list goes on. The Educational Awards are an opportunity for the students to honor and thank their favorite teachers. They have nominated 8 teachers in 2 different categories: Best Bachelor Teacher and Best Master Teacher. Let's have a look at the nominees.
Hi everybody. As Best Teacher, Bachelor 2017-2018, I want to nominate Ron Peerlings. Ron Peerlings is known for his old-fashioned way of teaching. He still uses the board, and he also uses a lot of challenges from real life solutions, real life problems, and that's why we think he should win.
Hi there everybody. I'm right here to nominate as Best Bachelor Teacher of the TUE, Jan van Dijk. He teaches some very abstract subjects very well. He makes you want to learn it, he gives great examples. Not only is he a great teacher, he's also just plain fun to have a chat with. If you haven't seen him in a while, he's, hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while, talks you up a bit. And that makes him, in my opinion, the best teacher here at the TUE.
Hello everyone. In the category Best Bachelor Teacher, I'm here to nominate Peter Ruiten. Peter invests a lot of time to prepare his lectures and always remains patient with students, trying to understand what drives them and getting to solutions together. And that's why Peter should win this prize.
Good afternoon everybody. In the category Best Bachelor Teacher Award, we want to nominate Michiel Hoogstenbach. Michiel's drive, good sense of humor and involvement with students help to create a really good atmosphere in class. Furthermore, he's open to questions and ideas from students. That's why Michiel should win this award. Hi, it's me again. As Best Teacher for 2017-2018 Masters, I want to nominate Hans Kuurte. Hans Kuurte is known as a lovely man that helps all his students and really challenges every student of him. And that's why Faculty Mechanical Engineering thinks Hans Kuurte should win the prize for Best Teacher of 2017-2018.
Hello there again. In the category Best Master Teacher, I would like to nominate Henny Romein. Henny is the best master teacher because she's one of the most compassionate teachers you will ever meet. She encourages students to think critically and also shows a deep interest in their personal development. So according to me, she really deserves to win this prize.
Hello everybody, I hope you're having fun at MomenTUm. We, as Study Association Quiz, want to announce our nominee for the Best Master Teacher of the TUE, who is Mark de Berg. Mark de Berg is known for his open door to students, his awesome slides and his ability to make algorithms interesting for everyone. And that is why we think Mark de Berg should win the Best Teacher Award.
Hi again. This time we want to nominate in the category Best Master Teacher, Sarah Gelper. Sarah has a real close connection with her students and appreciates all possible ways of feedback. She uses real-life examples to inspire her students. That's why she should win this prize.
And the winner in the category Best Bachelor Teacher is... Peter Ruiten. And the winner in the category Best Master Teacher is... Mark de Berg. But of course, we are proud of all our teachers. May I invite the winners of the Educational Awards to the main stage.
Okay. Congratulations. Now you're obviously the reincarnation of Peter. Congratulations. Peter couldn't make it. He is currently abroad on a scientific meeting, and that's why you replace him today. But on behalf of everyone, congratulate him. Mark, congratulations. Where's my microphone? I don't have a microphone. You can speak on my microphone.
Well, on behalf of Peter, I want to thank everyone. For me, he's the best teacher as well, so
great.
I'm not surprised.
And you? You must be proud.
I'm really proud and also thankful to the students for nominating and for being an inspiration throughout the years to make the best out of my teaching.
Great, wonderful. The best bachelor lecturer. I hope you passed on.
Yeah, I will.
Let's celebrate it together. Want to get Mark? Congratulations. Really great.
Komt nog een video.
Komt nog een video. Okay. Please, you can be seated again. There's another video coming. Oh, Peter. A special moment for you.
Serieus?
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh.
Best Teacher Award.
Thank you.
Bachelor.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much.
You've been unanimously chosen as the best teacher for the bachelor program this year.
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Special award.
Okay.
You to spend wisely.
We'll definitely do so, thank you.
Yeah? And we have obviously the award that goes with it. I'm pretty sure you'll find a nice spot in one of the walls
100%
in
sure.
the new building.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello everybody, thank you very much for all of your support. I'm very honored, and this prize really motivates me to do an even better job this year. And to all the people in the room, thank you very much for being here as well. I'm sorry I can't be here today, but thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have a warm welcome for our keynote speaker, CEO of ASML, Peter Wenning.
Good afternoon, first of all, and my wholehearted congratulations to the fresh graduates, their family and friends, and of course the university for having produced such excellent students. When they asked me to do this keynote speech, I immediately said yes, because the way the university and industry are connected here in the Netherlands, and especially in the Brainport area, is pretty unique. And what I'm going to tell you is a little bit not only about this connection and our company, but also that what we're doing in a very large multinational company that started here in this region in Eindhoven is much closer than you think. I'd like to take you, first of all, to have a high-level picture of what we think is ahead of us, and some of the challenges, and how our company, particular company, plays a role in that, and how it relates to you. So, I always use this slide because I said we live in a time of integrated connectivity. And whether you realize it or not, we're just at the start of the 4th Industrial Revolution. And it's all about integrated connectivity, but integrated complexity. That is what is driving us and us in the future. So when we think about this, it's currently driven by applications, data and algorithms that are fueling this revolution, that are driving this. But it's centered around something that we call Moore's Law. And Moore's Law is basically apologies, it's my background, but it's an empirical of economics, because it's all about cost and performance of microchips and semiconductors that drive these algorithms and applications and data. So actually, these chips have become smarter and smarter and faster, and we all know this. We all have our mobile phones and we have our PCs, but more things are coming. And it's driven by this Moore's Law, which basically says every 2 years, the performance of these chips will double in terms of compute capacity, in terms of storage. And it's the mobile phone that you have in your pocket now looks quite different than that of 10 years ago, and that is the direct result of this. Now, going forward, and when we look about this and look a little bit back, the PC area, some time ago, created a business that you could say ships now every year 400 million PCs and PC and browsers. And in about the middle of the last decade, we started to see the smartphones. We all have them. And annually, we sell about 1.2 billion of those devices worldwide. But we are now going into an area what we call the immersive area, the immersive era. And what does that mean? Basically, we're human beings, we're visual. And we are getting used to the fact that with systems and machines, it's almost like they understand us. We can connect with them, we can interact. But like they understand us, and it's driven by progress in sensor technology, in sensoring, yeah, and in compute power. Yeah, that is interactive compute power. And we're looking at future systems that can do three-dimensional sensing. Yeah, that basically with this interactive compute and helped by autonomous robots and by drones, added by systems like virtual reality and augmented reality, we are looking at a space where the real world and the virtual world, the borders almost seem to blur. Is that important? Yes, I think it is, because once you see that immersive era, will be showing a broad level of applications in not only in entertainment, but in gaming, in medical applications, in visualization, in journalism. That is what we will see going forward. And we don't talk about 1.2 billion devices. By 2020, the estimate is that 50 billion devices will be connected with each other. So this is what the future is. And this is where technology kicks in. So, this is just an example. The gaming industry these days is $100 billion in size, and it's growing. We'll see it in automotive and autonomous driving. And especially here at the universities, a lot of science and a lot of investigation into this new technology is all driven by sensor technology, LiDAR, radar, optical sensors. And all these sensors collect data, millions and millions of data points per second. And they need to be processed. And if we have all the data we need, and data data, let's be honest, is what the economy said is the world's most valuable resource, even bigger than oil. Yeah? And we see it back in our day-to-day life. 5, 6 out of the top 10 most valuable companies in the world are what we call platform companies. Companies that collect data. The Facebooks of this world, Google, Amazon. Yeah? And that data is transformed into information using these algorithms and artificial intelligence. The companies that own the data own the value. And it also means that we need to have a highway to transport all that data. Well, there are some telecommunication companies that say 5G will not come because it's too expensive and the investments are too high. Trust me, I go to China quite often. China will be the first country where they massively roll out 5G. And why is that? Because it means that all the data can be transported. To give you an indication, 3G, which was not that long ago, yeah? If you wanted to download a 2-hour HD video, it would take you 26 hours to download. In 4G, it's 6 minutes. In 5G, it's less than 4 seconds. Now, so what if you drive an autonomously driving car and the car picks up all the data, yeah, all the sensors around you, making sure that you scan the environment and actions can be taken quickly? You want a quick reaction. You don't want latency. So this will actually happen. So we have all of it. Data, we have the highways coming, but how is it processed? It is processed by microchips. And these microchips, the performance are driven by this Moore's law. Yeah? And it means the logic, the development in the logic chips, the chips that provide you with the compute power, the roadmap, or as we see the future, we can see another 15 years of continued growth and exponential growth of compute power. And the logic technology is there, driven by this Moore's law, and it creates the needs for a lot of memory. You want to store all your data. So when you look at this industry is set for exponential growth. And where does our company come in? Well, our company comes in because we make a machine that actually helps to increase that computer speed and computer power every 2 to 3 years. And that machine is pretty unique. That basically, here in Eindhoven area, we're the only company in the world that can make this technology. And why do I say this? Because I said at the beginning, I want to talk about integrated complexity. And this machine is complex. And bear with me, it's so complex. This is, by the way, a graphical representation of Moore's law, and it just shows you how many transistors we can put on a chip. Just for the interested people, in the next couple of years it will be more than 20 billion. But just for your indication, and it also means that Moore's law is alive and kicking. It's still there because the relative cost per function keeps going down because we're able to increase the compute power of the chip, the memory storage of those chips every 2 to 3 years. It keeps going. And Moore's law is an empirical law of economics. So if the relative cost per function goes down, you can say at the same cost we can create a lot more functions. And this is what we're doing. This is why your smartphone today is much more powerful than it was 5 or 6 years ago. And it's all driven by this technology. It's our customers. They create new transistor types. The whole development for the next 10 to 15 years is laid out. And people ask us very often the question, when will this stop? We've always had 10 to 15 years vision into the future of what is technically possible. These things for the next 10 to 15 years will keep going. New architectures will keep going. But one thing needs to happen. We need to make sure that we can make those chips. Yeah? And that's where this comes in. So when we look at a smartphone and we look at the chip that is inside, let's zoom in. The chip is made on the silicon wafer, and let's zoom in on a chip like this, and just to show you how complex the structures are. There are many, many systems on a chip, And when we zoom in on the smaller structures where transistors are built and connections are actually made, you look at something that you could look like a parking garage, which here in the Eindhoven area is a kind of a subtle subject. Nobody wants to talk about that. But it looks like this. And when we talk about complexity, just shows you that what we call, you see that CD, which means a critical dimension. That is the minimum distance between the two physical structures is 15 nanometer. For the people that are not technically educated, 15 millionth of a millimeter. And those structures are stacked on top of each other with an accuracy of 4 millionth of a millimeter. And going forward, this will be less than 2. And there are 20 billion of those structures on one chip. To say it's complex is a bit of an understatement. So, how do we do that? We do that with a machine that's only made in this area. It's called a lithography scanner. And we use extreme ultraviolet light source to print those structures, to make those structures on the chip. Now, I won't bore you with this, but it's in high vacuum, super accurate, big machine. But we'll do a little quiz. How much do you think a machine like this cost? 120 million euros per piece. And how many parts are in there? Over 100,000 parts, about 2 kilometers of hosing, 40,000 bolts, weighs 180,000 kilograms, like 140 Mini Coopers. And the light positioning is so accurate that if you would take a torch and you would shine from the Earth to the Moon, you could hit a 50 cent. And what does it take to transport this single system? It's a big boy. Yeah, it takes 40 containers, 20 trucks, 3 Boeing 747s. To say it's complex is, I think, is an understatement. Now, how do we organize for something so complex? This is where I want to go. Innovation is all about integration. It's about managing complexity by integrating competencies through collaboration. That creates a stronger solution. And that means that this has driven us to new heights. The company actually is now 85, close to 90% market share. In EUV and in leading-edge machines, we're the only one in the world. And we started here in Eindhoven back in '84 with 31 people. We now have, at the end of 2017, 9 months ago, 19,500 people. We have now over 22,000 people, so we add a lot of people very quickly. And many of you, or your predecessors that were sitting here a few years ago, work in our company. Yeah? So you are the future in that sense. The company also grows top line. Last year we did 9 billion of sales. This year the financial analysts think we should come somewhere in between 10.5 and 11 billion. So it's a global network. It's a global network, global expertise. We actually work together through different competencies in a virtual company. Yeah? And we need those expertise both in the lab and in the fab. And what you see in the company is that all these competencies that we saw coming by when you came up in this stage, a lot of these competencies work together in teams to make something happen which is extremely complex. Multidisciplinary teams working in labs and in the fab, in clean rooms and in the R&D environment. Collaboration, working together, creating this combination of competencies is critical to crack innovation and to do the most difficult things on the planet. And we do it with 22,000 people, and we do this with about 50,000 people in our network, many of them in this region. Yeah? I would say in Western Europe, in Germany, the Netherlands, Switzerland. That's where the core of the R&D activities are. By the way, our research and development budget will very quickly grow to close to 2 billion euros per year. We simply cannot do this alone. It is not only collaboration inside the company, it is very much driven by a collaboration, very intense collaboration with customers, with Samsung, with Intel, with suppliers, with Carl Zeiss, with technology partners, research institutes, and of course with universities and with the Technical University here in Eindhoven. Many of our colleagues and employees started in a cooperative environment to work with us. Now, it's an open innovation system. And open innovation People talk a lot about it. But open innovation can only be working and will only work if it uses one very old-fashioned value, and that's trust. So we create trust amongst our peers and our partners by doing a couple of things or demanding a few things from them. One is you need to be able to do something well, and we multiply this with reliability because you need to be able to what you tell us that you do, you also do. And you multiply that with transparency. You're very open. If you work together, you have to be open, and transparency is everything. And you divide that by self-interest. If your self-interest is too high, trust will go down. And that is critical in collaboration. In collaboration, it's about the two most important parts, transparency and self-interest. And self-interest is managing a shared risk and reward scheme. So if you are not able to share, you're not able to innovate. If you're not able to collaborate in a transparent manner, you're not able to innovate. So innovation is about transparency, self-interest, and collaboration. And this story, and I'm close to my final slide, is maybe closer to yourself than you think. Because what I'm going to tell you now is what I view as the key values for people going forward that need to work in a highly innovative environment. You know, I've worked more than 40 years in industry. And when I look at you, you are the construction workers of the immersive era. You are going to create collaborative innovation. And it means that you have to learn something about yourself. And this is what I've learned, and I'd like to share that with you. Yeah? First, it's about you. I think the most important thing you can do going forward in your career is to be authentic, to be yourself. Know what you're good at and accept what you're not good at. And failure is an option. Failure is not an option. Failure is an option. You need it. You can only grow by mistakes. The biggest advances I've made in my career is by doing things wrong. And you have to be T-shaped. This is what we use here at the university. It's not only about the deep knowledge, but it's also about the ability to collaborate, to understand, to be able to listen, to take in, and to understand what the interest is of the people that you work with. It's extremely important. It's about your team. It's about what I call creating lateral loyalty. I'm not interested as a leader that people are loyal to me. Yes, of course, it helps. They need to be loyal to each other. And that means that as a leader, once you start managing people, you have to make sure that you're very clear about what you want to achieve, and that you make very clear to your team what your function is in an end-to-end process. What's your role? Who do you work for? And who do you depend on? And that is something that you have to make very, very clear. Yeah? And it makes also very important that you have a diverse team. Diversity is beautiful. Diversity in nationality, diversity in gender, diversity in background and education, diversity in competence. Diversity is great. Diversity creates innovation. And in the end, you celebrate success. Please, if you have something great to celebrate like today, you celebrate. Last thing, always keep an eye on your surroundings. Our company, large company, would not have been here if our surroundings weren't there to support us. So we have to also create shared goals with your environment, with your partners, based on trust, based on transparency, and on managing your self-interest by sharing risks and rewards. And then think beyond your team. Think about what your team, the function of your team is in the end-to-end process. And that also means managing your self-interest. And think about what your valued contribution is to the bigger goal. And keep in mind that you work for your stakeholders, that you work for the people that you have bonded with, people that are part of your end-to-end process. This is what I would like to share with you, because I think you're at the beginning of a career. And I think the challenges that we have ahead of us, I just showed them, are immense. It was already mentioned, These will solve some of the major societal issues and problems. They need innovation. They need integration of competencies, and you are the construction workers of the future. And I hope I've been able to share some of my experiences with you and give you a peep insight into what lays ahead. And you, young people, should be excited. And I hope that's what you take away from today. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have a warm welcome for the Fontes Jazz Choir.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail it, braid it, charge it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it, burn it, rip it, drag and drop it, zip, unzip it, lock it, fill it, call it, find it, view it, call it, jam, unlock it, stream it, score it, pause it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, rate it, tune it, print it, scan it, stand it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, technologic. One more time. One more time.
Like the legend of the phoenix, yeah, all ends with beginning. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning.
We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our goals to the stars.
We're up all night to the sun.
We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky.
We're up all night to the sun.
We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get up all night to get lucky. Last night I had this dream about you. In this dream I'm dancing right beside you. There's nothing wrong with just a little bit of fun. We were dancing all night long. Ooh, I don't know what to do about this dream and you. I hope this dream comes true. Oh, one more time. We're gonna celebrate it. Alright, we'll start dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate stronger.
More than
Ever, hour after
hour.
Work is
Never over.
work it
harder, make it better, do it
faster.
makes us longer. More than ever, hour after
Our work is
hour. Working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us more than ever, hour after hour. Work is never working harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger. More than ever, hour after hour. Work is
never over. Television moves the nation. Television moves the nation.
Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time, music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. Celebrate tonight, hey, just feel it. Music's got me feeling so free. One more time, music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance to the stars. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up for one more night. We're up all night to the sun. Hey, a celebration. Feeling so free. Oh, one more night. We're up all night to the sun. Hey, around the world. Feeling so. Our work is
Never over.
Dear students, dear graduates, dear family and friends, it's great to see so many of you here today on this special event. It's your graduation event. You're dressed up for the occasion, and for once you're allowed to wear a gown, which is usually the privilege of the professors of this university. So you'd better enjoy it, I would say. You're kind of in a transition from the bachelor program into the master phase. And many consider the master phase the most exciting part of your education. I certainly did. I still very much remember that I enrolled in a research group that was working on a rather theoretical subject in mechanical engineering. And when I really joined that group, they were working on a new theory. And at first I had no idea what they were talking about. I didn't understand anything of it. But as a function of time, I gradually started to understand what they were doing. And towards the end of my master, I could actually make a small contribution to it. And that was a really important experience to me. It showed me that I could really master a very difficult subject, and that I could do something in addition to it. And it's this experience that pretty much shaped my future in science and technology. But I also very much remember and still feel the thrill that I experienced doing something new, doing something that no one else has done yet. It's a really amazing experience. And I can only hope that many of you will have a similar experience in your master program. Now, it's sometimes said that the youth are the future, or that you have the future. I'm not quite sure whether I agree with that. All you have is basically the know-how from the past. But there's one thing that you do have. You can create the future. You can shape the future. And you have enormous creative capabilities. I just have to take inspiration from our student teams that were mentioned before. You know how to build a solar-powered car. You know how to design and construct an electrical motorcycle and drive around it with it in the world in 80 days. Pretty much what Jules Verne imagined. You have the ability to organize an international biosensor symposium or competition and build your own biosensor with very unique capabilities. You have the ability to build a modular house right here on campus. And then you disassemble it, transport it all across the world, and assemble it again with 60 students. So I'm deeply impressed by the intellectual power and the creative abilities that you have. And we're going to need that. But the technology of today may not be of much use in the future. As a society, we clearly have a sustainability challenge. Just imagine that the entire world population would have the same lifestyle as we have, as you have. In that case, one Earth would not be enough. We would need at least 5 versions of it. So we need new energy technology. We need intelligent systems, new materials, and so forth. We even have to reconsider our healthcare sector. The cost of the current health sector is piling out of control. So that requires new technology. Now, we're fortunate that we're living at an age where we see very rapid development in all sorts of technologies. Peter Wennick already alluded to the fourth industrial revolution, which is really happening today. And we're in the middle of it. We know now how to transform light into electricity. Solar panels, we have them. But how to transform light into a renewable fuel that can power an aircraft. We're now investigating how we can replace slow electrons with super fast photons for high-speed data transmission, for high-speed computing. And the next step is certainly going to be quantum computing. We're now working on new intelligent biomaterials. When they are placed inside the human body, they come to life, creating new tissues, regenerating full organs. All sorts of these subtopics is what you're going to encounter in your master phase, and many others. Not all of you will be interested in these grand societal challenges. Some of you just want to crack a very difficult engineering problem, and others want to make a contribution to the basic sciences. But whichever route you take, you will make a contribution to society. Be it today, tomorrow, or in the far future. Because after all, the core technology that ASML is using today was invented well over a decade ago. So you can create your own future. Now today marks the final stop that you're going to make before the master program. There you make your own choices. You select the research group that you want to be affiliated with. And that research group is going to supply you with an outstanding infrastructure. That's where you can go in a one-to-one situation with excellent scientists that we have at this university. They will show you and teach you how you can push the boundaries of your know-how, your own know-how, and sometimes even the know-how of them. Bear in mind, the foundation for the Nobel Prize of Ben Veriga was laid in his thesis work. So who knows? So I can only hope that you're going to witness the same kind of thrill that I experienced in my master phase, and that you're really, really going to enjoy it. But for now, congratulations. Congratulations with your bachelor degree. And thank you for your attention. So we're now going to the MomenTUm that you've all been waiting for. I invite the family and friends to take out your phones or whatever camera you have. You don't want to miss this picture. So take a moment. And I'm going to ask our graduates to stand up for the cap ceremony. So we're going to have a countdown. The countdown will be from 5 to 0. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise so the cortege can leave the venue.
Try to take the time to let love grow. Don't ignore the sense of time. Just let a little love in yours and mine. Friends come and friends will go, the ones that last a lifetime savor so. Life flows on, so sublime, but only if we stop must remember love, and once again we'll learn to live a life we love.
Thank you for being part of MomenTUm 2018. As you can see, the cortege and all of our performers have left the venue towards the flux field where the next part of the afternoon take place. We kindly request you to join them there. Have a wonderful day.
And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we had, the love we shared, this is what we're waiting for. And in my mind, in my head, this is where we all came from. The dreams we had, the love we shared, this is what we're waiting for. In my head, this is where we all belong. In my head, this is where we all belong.